everyone, it's Frances again from York County Library in South Carolina, and I'm here to do a special craft for adults, another take and make, and this is for our Patchwork Tales Storytelling Festival, which is coming up soon, March 11th through the 13th. And you can go to our library website, and there's information there, and here it is. So, what we'll be making is a coaster. It's based on a folded star quilt pattern. This is done with paper rather than fabric, and there's a self-adhesive cork backing to put on it. So, let's get started. In your take and make kit, you'll have 8 large triangles in one color of paper, 8 large triangles in another, and 4 small triangles. So there's also the self-adhesive cork backing, a backing of cardstock punched in a 3.5 inch circle, 3.5 inch circle, tell you what that's for later, scissors, craft knife, pencil, cutting mat you may need. There'll also be a couple of pieces of this clear duck contact paper that is a permanent adhesive. So if you want to use it as a coaster, it will protect the paper. I also got a little bit of trim from my local craft store to put around the edge to make it look prettier. Glue stick, some wax paper, craft glue you may choose to use. So to begin, as I said, you have 2 sets of 8 pieces of 4-inch square paper and 4 pieces of 3-inch square paper. They're all folded the same way. They're all a triangle. So you want to put it with the pattern side down and simply fold one side up, and you're going to make a square out of it, like so. I went ahead and pre-folded and pre-pasted all of the pieces, so you'll need to do all of the squares. Put some glue on there. And try to make your folds as neat as possible to end up with the prettier finished product. After you have completed all of your squares, folded them and glued them, take the white circle, fold it in half, fold it in half again, and make a little teeny tiny snip in the center. Place it on the colored cardstock circle. Take your pencil and make a little mark. That way you know where the center of your colored cardstock is. Then you want to start gluing your folded star. So you're going to put glue on the side without the seam, and you want the open end, what was the open end of the paper, to go to the outside. So the folded part goes to the center. So put glue. And you're going to repeat next to each other, and you're just going to make a square. And there you have the first layer. Now, you can decide which pattern paper you want to use next. I'm going to use this sort of light greenish blue you're going to put these on top of the ones that you just put down and leave just maybe a 1/4 inch or so. So you can see what I'm doing there. All right, so you have your next layer complete. You're going to repeat with the remaining 4 pieces, but you're going to move them to cover up like so. So here I've finished with the 2 layers of the light greenish blue squares, and I'm going to start with the others. And I'm going to repeat the same procedure, offsetting the squares about 1/4 inch. Now I'm putting the glue on rather quickly. I'm not doing the best job I could do for time's sake, but you may want to be a little more careful and make sure you've got a nice layer of glue. And there is the finished folded star pattern. Now, I'm going to turn it over, and you can use scissors and cut around, or you can use a craft knife. You'll need a nice sharp blade, and take your time and don't try to cut all the way through as you go around. Just keep cutting. All right, I've been all the way around with my craft knife a couple of times. And have just a little spot right here. And voila, there's your folded star. Now, the cork has a self-adhesive on it. You just peel off the backing, which I have a little trouble with. There we go. And you want to try to make sure you get it centered. Press down. You may want to weight it, and if you don't get it exactly like I didn't get it perfect, there's a little bit of cork showing there. You can either trim it off or just not worry about it. Then you want to peel away the backing from the clear contact paper. Put that down. Press it down really well. Turn it back over. Go around with your craft knife or use scissors. Remove the excess. there you have it. I would put mine under a couple of heavy books for a few hours to make sure that it stuck together well. And then if you would like, just put some glue, and I would suggest craft glue for this, around the outside, and put a little piece of ribbon, and then you have a folded star quilt pattern coaster. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial for your folded star quilt pattern coaster. And don't forget, go to the library website and enjoy Patchwork Tales Storytelling Festival, March 11th through 13th.